All right, time for video number 3. Some of you may have skipped to video number 2 if you don't have a digital piano. That's okay. What we're going to look at now is some of the finer points, semi-finer points of the flat.io. All right, so I still have this weird composition I made up here. Number 1 is going through these. Articulations, that has to do with how a note is played. So an accent or a little bit louder or shorter. Those are kind of details that you may not even need. Ornamentations, those are certain things that allow us to like trills and glissandos. If you don't know what those are, you probably don't need them. Dynamics, how soft to how loud you want your music. So if you want to start off soft, you can start on piano. And if you want to get loud by here, you can go to forte. Okay. Measure, this is the more important one here. So notes is important and measure is important, and you'll see text is going to be important. You have the ability to add a measure. Now, depending on where your cursor is, you will add a measure wherever you were. If you make a mistake, Control Z or undo, which you'll find right here. If you just wanted to add more measures at the end of your song, then you need to go to the end of your song and click the last thing and add more measures. Okay? If you want to subtract a measure, you can remove a measure. But again, it's going to remove the measure directly, I think, after. Let's check this out. Let's see which measure it deletes. Deleted the measure I was on. Okay. This is for a line break. If you wanted, say, a line break here, you can take it away. Okay. That just changes where you hit the enter button. Like if you're doing word processing, you start a new paragraph or a new line of music. This changes the clef. I don't think you'll need that. This changes the key signature. If those of you who know what that is already, can use that now. Those of you who don't worry about it. It changes the key that you're in. The time signature, that's how many beats there are in a measure. The tempo, how slow or fast the song is. And this is nice, is a swing. So you may not know what a swing is quite yet, but if you do, you'll find that handy. Rehearsal marks, you're not going to have to worry about that quite yet. And then there's these other things. But mostly adding and subtracting a measure is really the most important thing for all of you. If you don't know what these are, then you don't need them. And if you do know what they are, you'll know exactly what they do. So that's pretty much the general rule here. Okay. Now, text is important. If those of you guitar players, if you want to write down your chord, you want to add a chord, or piano players, or whoever knows how to do chords, you can do that. There is a way to add chord grids. I will do that in another lesson. What else? Under text, lyrics. So the little microphone with the A next to it. Muse. Whoops. Let me fix that. Music is so. Whoops. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, wait. It definitely has to be a yeah with an exclamation point. There we go. I have lyrics now for my melody. I just had to click on the note, type on the lyrics, and then start typing. As you hit pause, or excuse me, as you hit spacebar, it's going to move to the next available note for a lyric. Those are some of the basics now, or a little bit beyond the basics. So enjoy.